A picture and a note from teacher's locket. It's that boy from earlier and a girl who resembles him. In this note. I'm in beverage, but not in rink. I'm in separate, but not in part. I'm in seven, but not in scene. I'm in drizzle, but not in ran. I'm in card, but not in automobile. Uh-huh. Hey guys, and welcome back to the last bits of Mare. This is my second time going through this because the last time the footage was skipping, I guess. I wouldn't call it so much lagging than skipping. I was gonna just leave it that way. But then I was just like, it's so bad to look at. And it was too messed up and I couldn't just handle just leaving it that way, so I decided to try and do it again. And hopefully this time it doesn't do the same thing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna end up leaving it that way, and that's gonna kind of suck. So I'm just gonna get right down to it. The answer to his name is David. Let me see, do I still have, whoops, my bad. Do I still have the paper that I wrote this down on? I forgot to prepare it. In each one you're looking for a missing letter. Once you get like maybe 3 of the letters, you'll figure it out. And I already told you the answer anyway, so yeah. Let's just go on. Oops. I've returned to my own world. Fiona stabbed herself with a knife. Was it Fiona who had that dream? Then I must be dreaming too. No, I don't want to lose her, to sacrifice her. Fiona is still sleeping. The demon will eat her soul. There's not much time left. With all my teachers given me, I can go to school now. I'm rather reluctant to. I got involved with one particularly annoying person. He's named Cliff. I don't want anything to do with him. I pray he can let me have some peace. That evening, Fiona's soul was lost. I wasn't in time. Now what am I going to do? I played with Cliff again today. He told me some interesting things. I was wondering how it would go when he dragged me out. He's a good person. Very good. So, teacher is retiring tomorrow. Seems she's having a child. I'm going overseas. I'm anxious, but Cliff will be with me, so I should be fine. Apparently my novel won a big prize. Cliff submitted it somewhere. I got in a little fight with him over it. I told him if it were going to be popular, I'd use his name, then went to my room. I don't have any interest in that. I've been having the same dream lately. A dream of that day. Is she angry, or is she suffering? I have to destroy that dream quickly. There might be another like her, or like me. Just what is X? Maybe I do know. I suppose first, I'll repair our friendship. How many years has it been since I said I'm sorry? Good morning, teacher. Look, another one came today. We're going to run out of places to put them. Letty's the same as ever, always eager to play. Chelsea's slowly starting to talk to others. She's very good at cooking as well. Joshua told me he found someone he likes. Stella looks as wary as ever, but she seems to be having fun. Mr. Cliff and the others who look after us are all very nice people. There's no way we could forget. We'll always think of you as our teacher. Because you destroyed the dream and saved us. We'll never ever forget. There's a very low chance of success, but we're looking for a way. Until then, we'll keep sending it. We'll send what you said you didn't know. Until then, good night, teacher. Okay, so I had a small debate over what I was gonna do, and I was gonna play through the game again to get some of the dialogue that the rabbit has that I didn't get to show because I didn't talk to him every time after each room. But I decided that I think the main thing is just showing the endings. And if you want to see some of his other dialogue, then you can play it yourself and see for yourself and stuff. So after every room you gotta talk to him so that the cat appears. And every time the cat appears and he asks you a question, you gotta say not sure so that you can get one of the endings. Or unsure. So you can get one of the endings, which will be appearing in the archive room in the final world before you finish it up. And I'll show you that after 4 of the endings. Let's see. You have my utmost thanks for recovering the keys, truly. To return to your world, stab the key into the one you feel is most evil. But I'm no longer a person, so that would be meaningless. I can see you hiding it behind your back. Sweet dreams. Yo. Huh? You're looking pretty alright now. That was too fast for me to even believe. It's a new record. Most kids fall to pieces the moment they interfere with people's hearts. Right. So you're wondering what's next? Here's some hints. Because of course, I'm your guide to the end. 1. I told you before I stole something from ya. It was only one thing, exhausting to steal a bunch of stuff, you know. But I didn't think that alone would make you such a hollow shell. 2. When you stab that key, the target will become a door linking world and world, so they can't come back. It means leaving their soul behind, and I'll be taking it, since they don't need it anymore. 3. You said that this was a dream. Since you said so, so it was. A dream that really tormented you. So, if it's a dream, someone must be dreaming. Now whose dream is it? So, who you gonna stab? Or are you gonna turn to foam? Another way? Oh, sure there is. A way to link world and world. I'm talking a pact with a demon. So what'll it be? I'll just sit back and watch. You made up your mind? What do you want to do? Oh, really? Well, that's all for now. Say, if we meet again, I'll make good on my promise. Doors wide open. Hey, it's time now. Bye. I see. So this is how it's ended up. The key to the notebooks is the owner's name. Don't forget them. Give them your memory. If you do that, I'm sure the link to their souls won't be lost. No response. Quick thing before I do this. When I first went through this, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know like what I was supposed to do about the books, and I had went up to Letty first and I was just clicking away, and then she got stabbed and it freaked me out because I was like, oh my god, what did I just do? I wasn't reading. And I quickly reloaded and I was like, what the frick? And so I tried it on Stella next and I was like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was trying to open books in our inventory in the room and not this one. So that was me being dumb. Burgundy notebook. There was a butterfly in the garden today. I tried to give it a cookie teacher gave me, but the butterfly seemed to like the flowers better. Are flowers tasty? I wonder. Are they sweeter than sweets? It rained today. Rain makes everything all damp and you can't play outside. I hate it. I found myself thinking it'd be nice if all this rain were candy. Anyway, I need to do schoolwork, though I've been slacking. I mistook Rick's notebook for mine and he got angry at me. I didn't look at what he wrote, but I know. He looks so sad. Am I a bad kid, teacher? I'll need to properly tell him I'm sorry later. I know why. Why I burned Mother and Father in the house. But I won't say it. It'll just make Rick sadder. I need to be stronger. Teacher, please teach me more things. Rick? My, you're already asleep. I should go to bed too. Teacher will get mad. Hey, I wonder how many more times I'll be able to tell you goodnight, Rick. It's very scary in the afternoon when the sky turns all red. I really don't like thunder either. It sounds so scary. Teacher, can't you change the color of the sky? Today Letty invited me to play outside. We played in the flower garden, and suddenly I saw a caterpillar on my shoulder and I yelped and cried. Joshua was nearby and he took the caterpillar. I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was collecting frogs. Be careful, teacher. Teddy's arm came off. What should I do? I'm scared. He's falling apart. What if the same thing happens again? Help me. That night, I had a dream where I saw it again. Teacher, I'm sorry for asking the impossible and so late at night, too. It just hurts. I can't let it happen. Will it happen again someday? Will the day come when I can live with Mother and Father? Why did I kill the wolf then? I had no choice but to kill it. Father? Are you well, Mother? Please hurry. I need to stay well too. I'm sorry. Today I found a frog with a weird pattern on it. When teacher was sleeping, I snuck it in his hood. I think he likes it. I think it likes it. I also put one on his desk, in his pocket, and on his head. It's been getting cold, so it's tough to find them. I think we've got way too much homework. Why does homework have to be such a pain? That kid who arrived, Alan, he seems super smart. I'm impressed. Of course I'm doing my own work. Don't doubt me. My hat was gone when I woke up this morning. I got really uneasy. I finally found it under my bed. I thought I was gonna die. Why did I feel that way? Why did I say such a thing? How did I feel back then? I don't remember what I've said or haven't said. It's definitely best not to say anything, but they won't look at me if I don't speak up, will they? Sorry for everything, teacher. Does the moon only have a round shape? Or is it a square and a triangle too? It doesn't snow in summer. Yeah, that sounds right. Cats aren't as big as a bus. Can't be. And dogs, too. You need a coat in winter, don't need one in summer. Then, what about me? Was I needed or unneeded? There's a small church drawn in the corner. A lot of drawings of apples. One page is colored completely black. Teacher's eyes. The same. Pitch black. Strange. The same eyes as that town, yet he breathes. Why? They died again. Everyone died. Why don't I die? Why am I still breathing? I'm scared to sleep. Someone might die again. It might be me next. Okay, this is an extra scene after in one of the updates. Forget which one. It was like 1.2? I'm not too sure. But there's an extra scene in the place that Alan wakes up. And you can get it after you solve the murder mystery, but don't go through the door yet. Come back here before you go through so you can get it. Uh-huh. No, it's nothing. I just feel a little odd. You might not want to get too close to that. Just noticed? What an odd boy. Very odd. I'm a bit lost. Would you mind guiding me? It's fine. You should be able to see the way. I can't see too well. Me? I'm Fiona. I think that was it. You... Yes, you smell like tears. I'll call you Crybaby. No, I have no soul anymore. Just little teeny shards. It's his fault. All of it. Even the fact I won't be reborn. Yes. Yes, indeed. He's always been that way. Letting his hair grow long. I'm sure he learned how to cut it a long time ago. Honestly, it's so wimpy of him to be unable to forget. He needs to break things off. He's not going to get anywhere dragging around all that weight. Not even knowing that, for all his smarts, it pisses me off. He's an idiot. He is. Stupid, stupid moron. What? No, I'm not heavy. Sure, I did eat a lot, but I kept things under control. Let's go. Come on. There was a little girl deep in the woods. Whoops. There was a little house deep in the woods. In this little house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. Their lives were very needy, but in kindness to her mother and father, the girl endured her hunger. It happened very suddenly. Her mother, as if a changed person, began acting cold toward her daughter. As soon as her father went out, her mother dragged the girl out into the woods and told her this: "There's no more food for you. You can't come back home." The woods were dark, and she didn't know her way back. The girl closed her eyes and thought, "Why? Is it because I was weak? That's why there's no food for me?" As she mumbled to herself, a lone boy talked to the girl. "I'll be strong, so you can be weak." The girl was so terribly surprised, and she said, "Yes, that's right," before falling asleep. The girl renounced having to face up to herself. There was a white house near a flower garden. In this white house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. The father rarely came home to the house. The mother was old and frail, so the girl did various tasks in her stead. One day, on an errand, the girl broke a promise from her mother and picked flowers in the garden. The girl went to her grandmother's house with a kind person she met there. After the girl fetched some medicine, she returned to her grandmother's room to find that she'd been eaten by a wolf. The girl was terribly scared and could not move from the spot. Then the wolf drew near her. The moment the wolf reached for the girl, the wolf was cut in twain. Between the wolf stood her father, wielding an axe. The girl trembled at the sight of the slaughtered wolf and her red-stained father. Afterward, the girl ran all the way back home and locked herself in her room. There was the voice of her father. There was the voice of the girl, too. "Father killed a person, but isn't it me who's most to blame? Was that father? Was it a person?" The more she thought about it, the more the scene was jumbled in her head, so she decided not to think about it. The girl renounced having to acknowledge anything. There was a large house in a large city. In this large house lived a mother, a father, a boy, the boy's brother and sister, and many other people. The boy had many things forced upon him, and he grew tired of it all. He found fun in sneaking out of his large house to adventure outside, then telling his mother of his escapades. Many of the stories were lies, but his mother delighted at them and patted him on the head. One day lightning struck and father's castle was ruined. The castle crumbled, there was no money left, and the last time the boy saw his father, he was floating in midair. The boy informed his mother, but his mother said this: "What are you saying at a time like this? We're all very exhausted right now, don't tell me such lies again." The boy tried to lead his mother to father again and again, but she let go of his hand every time. After some time, the boy's brother and sister led their mother toward where their father was. "When I say it, you say it's a lie. Why? Is it because they have something and I have nothing? Did you know they were all lies before? Is it okay if you don't know they're lies?" The boy renounced having to improve himself. There was a little town deep in the woods. In this little town there lived many people. They all lived healthy lives without sickness, but it struck suddenly one stormy night. A curse was laid on the forest. Many victims of the curse died every day, but a single girl did not fall victim to the curse. Many people felt pity for the girl who had lost her family to the curse and invited her to their homes. Yet the curse came once more and the girl lost another family. After losing a fifth family, she met a person in the church who offered her an apple. This apple carries the curse of death. With this, you can go to heaven with the rest of them. But the girl refused, and that person too died of the curse. The girl deeply regretted not eating that poison apple. Soon, the girl began to harbor hatred for living. The girl renounced having any attachment to life. The smell. There are books here. Then, maybe this is that library we used to go to. We loved it. All gone now, though. What a useless kid. Do you see a white notebook anywhere? If you do, tell me. What is it? Is that what you heard? The heart can't hurt you in a dream. And you know, maybe heaven and hell are pretty similar in the end. There's a simple reason why you've come here. Probably because you've lost X. Cat? You mean the one with the smarmy laugh? I wonder if he's the one I know. What? Did you believe everything that cat said? The words of a demon who treats people's sorrows as his feasts? How could you believe something you've never seen or experienced? Maybe you can believe because you have no clue. How strange. Liars are everywhere. The world can hardly contain them all. And gullible people also everywhere. But it's only the gullible ones who get hurt. Maybe God's just a sadist. Just kidding. I love the smell of books. There's a book titled Name Encyclopedia. Let me see that. Wow, it's bulky. So many names. Interesting. Apparently my name means bright. My teacher gave it to me. I don't have parents. They must have abandoned me. I don't have many early memories. I asked the director for most of it. But it's fine. The beginning was so unhappy that I was happy every day. His name means recipient of X, I believe. Yet he was very, very afraid to receive it. He knows X. He was certainly X'd. By me, the teachers, the director, his new friends, absolutely. But he didn't realize that it was X, so he thought he never got it. Saying he never knew it is just an excuse. You know, X is all around us. Look, there's X here and X over there. Even talking to you now is a show of my X for you, crybaby. When you realize that, that's when you can have X for yourself. And if you don't notice, then you're no different from a pebble. The words are too small to read. What is it? A photo? A girl? How long's her hair? Color? Is she young? You sure are kind for answering all of those. That's our teacher. Beautiful, isn't she? She said she always wanted children and even found a fiancé. She also said she was already thinking up a name. I think it was... right, Chelsea. Newspaper is stuck in here. Age 34 and age 32, living in town, were break-in and murder. The criminal has been, but The couple's son outside when the incident occurred claimed that the shock upon returning home, memories. Furthermore, the criminal, a cat, suddenly appeared. What's wrong? You're shaking. No, don't say a word. I know it's something you don't want to know. There, there. There, there. That's my magic good luck charm. Found it? Good. Will you show it to me? Yes, it's blank. It's always been blank ever since then. No, it's okay. I just wanted to check. Looks like we're here. It's a sky of souls. This is where they're born. Both eaten souls and souls that lose their power can be reborn. But I'm too weighed down to fly, so I can't. Some choose to keep going even when there's nothing but a soul. A fantastic power can be turned into an equally awful power. But don't you think it's better to be reborn than to cling to one thing? You know it's impossible to get a crumpled paper back to being creaseless? It's no good for me. I've lost my soul and my sparkle. To think that he's family, my only connection. Well, but I'm shameful myself. You should grow to be people who can break away. Renouncing facing oneself, renouncing acknowledgement, renouncing improving oneself, renouncing attachment to life. And he renounced taking notice of anything around him. What you're about to see is the fate of a person who ends up that way. It's all right. Even if you feel you're as unhappy as can be now, there's lots of happiness to be had. You're still children, yes, not adults yet. Yes, so you always need to be looking ahead. There's no point in looking behind. It's all up to you in the end. I hope we can meet again. Good night, crybaby. Hey. Hey. Are you okay? You've been spacing out. Well, as long as you're alright, hurry and open that door. Okay, so I don't know why when I came back to this thing, the hole wasn't here, even though it should have been. I don't know what happened, but it's a good thing I had a save from before. So this is the last one, the last ending. Woo, here we go. There's a strange hole. Count your sins. Judgment, guilty, sentenced to bed, sweet dreams for life. Yo, yo, yo. What? Told you, didn't I, that I'd show you the goods in the hood? Was kind of a mess. I scrounged up some stuff. Left eyes from a boy hurt by sheep, hair a girl who lost a light, ears an abandoned black cat. Pretty sweet, don't you think? Heap on that praise. Now, I'm a guy who keeps his promises. You got the key, yeah? From the White Rabbit. But you stabbing somebody or getting stabbed is boring. For me, anyway. You're not sure how to answer any of my questions. You'd taste lousy, I bet. Ah, that's right. Didn't I tell you that too? We eat souls. If we don't, we go poof. We could eat dogs or frogs, sure, but people taste best. Particularly souls that are ruined by despair and agony. Kids don't know much stuff. If you know what to take, it's easy to crush them. But man, I didn't think you'd be so hollow when I took it from you. Kids like you are rare in this day and age, you know. Adults are no good, though. They're too hard because of all that dirty knowledge. So we mainly dine by luring kids into this world. But this time is special. That guy never changed, not since he was a little brat. Couldn't be a happier day than this, no sir. What's so funny? You eat pigs and cows and their souls. What's the difference if we eat frogs and human souls? There really ain't no difference between us and you. Why did we keep using the same language as you? That never struck you? Question. What do you think happens when people die? When people die and vanish from the world, they give us power. 'Cause souls don't die. There's all kinds of them, and I take things from them. Rabbit can rewrite the signs on the paths people take in a good or bad way. You guys like to call that the work of demons or angels, depending. The only one different is our God. He's pretty wrathful. He made it so all creatures need X to live. But people forgot X because they made their own rules. Well, what do you think of that? The world was already over once people came into being. Just taking the road to the end from then on. Well, there you go. That's what I've done. Now, I told you a bit ago, the other way to link the world with the world. A pact with a demon. In layman's terms, your soul and mind get mixed. If I can take a soul rather than eat it, I can live much, much longer. Strong intentions are risky. Those make it hard for me to act the way I like. But you're empty. You don't get a chance this good every day. If you give me everything, I'll take all the guys in this world back to your world as thanks. It'll be over before you know it. It doesn't hurt. Vanish here or merge with me to help the others. What'll it be? Pact made. I can't hate you, smart brats. By the way, I think you'll keep enough consciousness to see, so there's that. What I took from you? Alright, I'll tell you before you go. X. I took X from you, and from the others. Satisfied? Alrighty, I'll remember you. Sure will. So long, Alan. Man, it's always hard to get used to new stuff. As for the ski, meh. Don't want to meet Rabbit right now. I'll toss it out round here. Now to pick up the pieces. Who'll I eat first? I bet if I eat him right in front of him, he'll fall to despair easy. Can't eat adults, though. I'll play with him, then get some new parts from him. Well, that was Alice Mare. If you didn't realize till now what X is, it's love. Yeah. So, Fiona was kind of right that David is kind of a dum-dum for not realizing that he was getting all sorts of loving, but he was like denying it or something. Pretty crazy trip trying to figure out like what's up with all these kids. And I heard from somewhere that Alan's parents died from a car crash, but that one of those papers sounded like they were murdered. Unless that wasn't referring to him. I don't know, man. It was depressing. There is like I guess the happiest ending would probably be Recipient of Love, because it wasn't just good night and then fade to black. They actually were going on with their lives and also trying to find out a way to try and get him back. And don't trust rabbits or cats, I guess. They always lead you. They steer you wrong every time. Oh my god. Well, that's it for Alice Mare. And I'll see you guys in the next one.